Time for your local forecast now with KIMT Storm Track 3 Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. Hey, Sarah.
Hey there, Cammie. Yeah, things looking great out there, feeling even better and smelling nice. Yes, we've got cleaner air back in play, which means we can see the blue sky, we can see the clouds, and even in the distance, maybe a tiny bit of haze because some of us still dealing with less than ideal, I shouldn't say ideal, less than perfect air, I think is important to note. But hey, the sun is shining over Highway 52, and for the most part, that sunshine is not filtered. Air quality has actually improved from where it was about an hour ago. A nice green spike coming through. So Rochester, all of Olmsted County, currently in the green. That's where we want to be. That's the good air. I'm said less than perfect because not all of us are in that green quite yet. Still seeing some yellows around, which means air is acceptable. You know, as always, a little bit of a tight chest. Sit inside, just wait. We're still getting more of that green air to move in. Most of the worst of it has moved off to the east and to the north. That orange there, that means unhealthy air for sensitive groups. All right, so now that the smoke is moving out, what comes next? It means that the atmosphere is stirred up once again. We don't have high pressure just keeping everything very still and allowing for that stagnation. So we're already seeing that when it comes to the clouds, and yes, feeling it when it comes to the southern winds. A little breezier today, wasn't it? Well, satellite and radar is also trying to pick up on a little bit of moisture, just failing to do so. It's still pretty dry in our neck of the woods, but a little further onto the north and the west here, we're seeing quite a bit of activity going on in North Dakota, moving into northern portions of Minnesota. Not necessarily going to make it our way, at least not anytime soon. I'm going to push time forward on Futurecast a couple hours from now. We're talking around 10 p.m., just a little bit of cloud cover. But as we do head into our Wednesday morning, this is around 4 a.m., don't be surprised if you are a little west of 35 and you hear a rumble of thunder, but as it starts to make its way into our official area along that 35 corridor 2 hours later, around 6 a.m., it has weakened quite a bit. Hey, a little pitter-patter of rain never hurt anyone, which is good news there, but then it just keeps weakening. So not a ton of rain is expected as we go through the morning, but it is a sign that things are changing. Now, speaking of some of those changes, temperatures will be taking I don't want to say a hit, because they're going to be taking the opposite of that. They're going to be boosting. There we go. They're going to take a boost. Temps already showing off that they made it to the 80s today for most of us, but they have dropped down. We're sitting at 78 in Mason City, Rochester. I made the rhyme earlier on today. 78 is great. And moving over to the dew points, these will also be taking a boost. They already have. Some of us back in the 70s, but back into the mid 60s, fairly comfortable, but you probably notice it. It is a little more humid out there. It does mean moisture's back in play, but I'm happy to say if you have plans to head out to the Mower County Fair, you're going to be dry. Mostly clear conditions as we head into the night, but that doesn't stay the case as we go through the next 7 days. The rain chances are back in play, especially as we come into the weekend. Temperatures peaking there on Friday with the heat, humidity, the possibility of triple-digit real feels is there, but then the cold front sweeps in and brings the cooling rain. Cammie.